सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्
सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्त
गोचरं तमगोचरं गोविन्दं परमानन्दं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं ज्ञात्वा स्वं प्रत्यगात्मानं बुद्धितद्वृत्तिसाक्षिणं सोऽहमित्यवसद्वृत्त्या नात्मन्यात्ममतिं जहि. With respect to what is the best for you, I have been presenting the various aspects of life. What should be the aim of every human being? What is the best a person can get? And with respect to readiness also, qualifications I have mentioned in the last class. In details I have elaborated. So given all these things, a person has to reflect upon, because it's a matter of knowledge, and we have already seen that action doesn't have any role to play here, and those who are confused with respect to action, they have to correct their confusion. Activities are indispensable, but they are never meant for happiness. What's meant for happiness is knowledge about the truth. And scriptures say, so also our ancestors, you had to be with the topic throughout your life. This is very important. You have to be with the topic your entire life. Means what? You have to have the understanding. You live with the understanding. Just like every day we live. We don't question how long I will eat. We don't question how long I will eat. It doesn't arise in the head of people. This question doesn't arise. Similarly, how long I will understand this? The question also doesn't arise. You will be with the truth. Once the truth you start enjoying now, it becomes spontaneous. Till then, you have to put your effort. Yeah, when the opposite forces are reduced to almost nothing, then what remains is truth alone. That's the reason scriptures have said, so you study me throughout life. Study, because there's possibility of going astray. If you don't do the right, naturally you are going to do something wrong. You can't say, I'll just sit quiet, I don't do anything right, I don't do anything wrong also. You can't say. If you don't do right, then you are bound to do something wrong. That is the nature of mind. So keeping oneself in the track throughout life becomes easy for the people who give value to this, and who do not give value, definitely they won't be able to stay with the subject matter throughout their life, and the consequence will be sorrow. Definitely, there is no doubt. So when a person is qualified, or he has assimilated the nature of the world, as I discussed in the last class, he has assimilated the nature of the world, and he knows that he has to accept things. In the beginning, there may be resistance, but slowly a time comes when he accepts everything. And he enjoys accepting because that's the nature of the life all the time. So, and he has got faith in the unseen factor, the Lord. Unseen factor. You don't see the Lord anywhere, but you see the results everywhere. So, when he is almost ready, we can see there is no one, be sure about it, there is no one in this world who is completely free from desires. Desires, they will be there, but emotions, I mean. There is no human being in this world who is completely free from emotions. There will be some little bit of emotion. Almost free, you can say. This person who is a matured one, he is almost free from emotions because emotions are products of misunderstanding he has understood. And because of his practice, he has come to such a situation where emotions do not rule over him. He has got certain say over these emotions. Such a person, this topic. Now, so what is the topic? The truth is the entire universe, and the same truth is you. What do you mean by the truth? It is called consciousness. Okay, the truth is consciousness. Now, what is the meaning of consciousness? We see living beings, we will see inert objects also, non-living things. So you can just infer why something is alive, when something is not alive. There must be something there. That's the reason why it is alive. And we see the respiration taking place. Even though there is no respiration, the tree is alive also. Not respiration like the human beings or animals. They have the system of respiration, but not the same system for the trees, but they are also alive. So, what is the basis for all these things? You say you are so and so, I am so and so. Everybody understands this. I am so and so. The scripture says you are consciousness. There is a contradiction. But when you are ready to some extent, given the understanding that I have explained in the last classes, the nature of the world you have to assimilate, and nature of yourself also you have to assimilate. And when every understanding happens, then only you will be comfortable. It's not that whimsically something happens and you are comfortable. It's not like that. You have to be sure about what you understand, and you will alone know that you understand the right thing. There is no one who can validate your understanding. Yeah, the teacher is there, of course. What you understand, he can say, yes, this is correct. He will tell you. Now, the scripture says you are consciousness. Now, you have got your own notion about yourself. That I am so and so. That is certain reality. First of all, I have to accept, believe. Accept believe that I am consciousness. If I am consciousness, what about myself being a human being? Fine. There is a certain understanding with respect to this type of word, human being. Okay, like a dog. This is animal. This is plants. So human beings, they have given the names. This type of body is called a human being, but it's a living organism. It's a living being. It is living. Life is continuing. So, I am a human being. This has been, the name has been given by the human beings themselves. Otherwise, this is a living thing. Fine, that's it. And a living being, as we have seen earlier in the classes, it has to undergo variety of changes as per the system. You cannot get away from all these things. You will have to understand all the changes that are happening to the body from the childhood till now. Whatever is your age, till now, you understand these are the changes taking place. And you can forecast the changes also. If the body continues to be there, then at this particular age, this type of change takes place. You know very well. See, anybody can imagine a 2-year-old human being, 2-year-old human being, let's say, 2-year-old child. What will be the nature? Everybody will understand. Oh, yeah, this fellow will be playing. And suppose a 95-year-old human being, will he be playing? You know the nature of the body at the age of 95. And somebody is dead, suppose. Somebody is dead. What do you mean by that? You know very well, this person is no more there to use the world. That's it. That is the nature of the body. Okay, that's the nature of the body. Nature of the body is that. You know that. You know that. So I am, as others say, I am human being. And then somebody says, you are Mr. X. You are Mr. X, suppose. Then Mr. X also is not the reality. A name given to me so that I will be differentiated from others. I will be separated from others. There's a purpose. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. What's the purpose of an adjective? In order to segregate one from the rest. That is the nature of the purpose of an adjective. You segregate one from the others. So, so I am Mr. X because I am not Mr. Y, I am not Mr. Z. So, and others, A, B, C, D, etc. So, I am Mr. X. That is my identity. But that identity also, the people have given the name. And any other qualification whatsoever it may be, whether it's I'm cultivated, depending upon my profession, whatever I'm doing, they also give varieties of names depending upon the nature of the job. Artist, what do you mean by that? Artist. I'm the same human being, but an artist. I know art. He's a dancer. So I'm a human being, but I'm a dancer. I know how to dance. So varieties of things. Given the knowledge, you will be called so and so. This is what the understanding about myself. Everybody understands this, and it has got its own reality also. It has got its own reality. Who is having the knowledge of medicine? Suppose you say there is a group of people, and there is some problem of somebody. So you ask anybody knowing, anybody having the knowledge of human body. So that means doctor. Somebody will say, yeah, I know. So he is the same human being, but he is a doctor. He has got certain knowledge about the human body, certain knowledge, not everything. So you call him a doctor. So this person, whatever I am, depending upon variety of situations, I am called so and so. That is perfect. That is perfect. We have to understand, and that is the wish of the Lord. Why my appearance is like this? This is because the Lord wanted this appearance to be like this alone. What about my knowledge? The Lord wanted my knowledge to be like this alone. It could not have been otherwise. I should be very clear. I should enjoy the nature of this body. I should enjoy the nature of this mind. I should the nature of the people around me. I should enjoy the place wherever I am staying, taking care of the place, because that helps me live. I should take care of each and every food, whatever things I use, to the best of my knowledge, I should use them properly. An attitude should be developed. Minus the external world, life doesn't exist. Food, water, everything. A sense of gratefulness I have developed by cultivating this habit of worshipping every day. That because of which life is continuing. And it's not my life alone, it is life of everybody, past, present and future. Our ancestors lived because of food and water. Today also we are living the same food and water because of the help of with the help of food and water. And future also it will be the same thing. Names will be different. Food will be the same. Food and water. See. So I am grateful to each and everything because of which the life is continuing, and that is the system. Life has to continue like this. You see, in every a dog, whether it is a dog, whether it is an elephant, whether it is an ant, whether it is a mosquito or a human being, whatever it is, everybody is putting something inside the mouth. It is entering into a given place. There, the energy is generated. System continues. System of excretion also takes place. So I am grateful to each and every object because of which I am living. So with that attitude, when I look at things, whatever I am, I accept it completely. And when I accept completely, and it also I understand it is because of that qualification that doctor or engineer or mason or whatever, cultivator, whatever name is given the knowledge alone, given the knowledge of a particular subject matter, I have been given this name. Okay. But what is the reality? When I go to sleep, everything is gone. The doctor is not sleeping. People will say he is no more a doctor. His knowledge is not useful. He is alive definitely. Sleeping means what? He is alive. He is not dead. So all these things, they go away. All the designations, whatever I have, they go away. And I stay there. How I stay, I don't know, but I stay there definitely. Without being there, how will I get up? I am there definitely. Scripture says that is consciousness. You don't know, but it is consciousness. Ignorance is there. Ignorance of the universe is there at that time. But the scripture says whatever is there is consciousness. And while in the waking state also, it is same consciousness is continuing. You can't say I am unconscious. You are listening to me. You can't say. So what happens in the waking state then? Mind start functioning, or the thoughts process, they start functioning. Once you get up, thought process starts functioning. Nobody gets up. The system gets you up. System of the Lord. Once the tiredness is gone, you will get up. That is the system. Body is tired means it needs rest. See, you have not decided to do all these things. When you do things, you will be tired. Have you decided? You know it happens like this. And then what will happen? After some time, when you take a rest, and again you gain the strength and get up and walk. That is how the system. So, in the deep sleep, when there is no knowledge of the world, no knowledge of yourself, something remains there, and that is called consciousness. And that is continuing in the waking state also. And that consciousness is the basis for all your thoughts. Like for example, we meditate sometimes. Meditate is removing confusion. Whenever you meditate, it shouldn't think that something great is going to happen there. No, it's not like that. You need to remove your confusions. That's it. All the confusions have got to be removed, and then only you'll be comfortable. So when you have got a given thought, let's say you are thinking of an elephant. Okay, you are thinking of an elephant. You know what's an elephant, even though it's not there in front of you. So you are thinking of an elephant. Okay, now the basis, or we can say the support, without which this elephant figure won't come. What's that? I can't call it place. Because we can say this much. Because of consciousness, this figure of an elephant is coming up in your mind. If I say coming up in your mind, that's okay. But the figure of the elephant itself is the mind. What do you mean by mind? There is a mind, something or something like a pot and something is happening. It's not like that. What do you mean by mind? Means it has got the capacity to thinking process. Should I do? Should I not do? Etc. This thinking happens in the mind, and then you decide. No, no, I'll do this. That sort of decision also takes place. You are wavering whether I should go or not, etc. This sort of thinking also takes place. And again, after some time, you say, no, no, I'll have to do this. Or you will say, no, no, I'll never do this. A decision, this sort of thinking is there. And then you have got the capacity to remember also what happened yesterday. What did I eat yesterday? What are the jobs I have done yesterday? All these things you can remember also. That is one of the faculty of the mind. So, and the I-ness, I am so and so, this sort of self-identification, I am so and so, this also takes place in the mind. Everything is mind actually. Anything that happens in the mind is the mind, including all your emotions, greed, anger, affection, etc. Whatever emotions are there in the mind. All these emotions, along with your identifying with yourself and the memory, everything is called mind. And all these things happen they are possible because of consciousness. Now, what is you? Among all these things, which is you? Can you say, I am my ear? No, my ear it is, but I am not a ear, you'll say. Your ear means what? Have you created this ear? You'll say, your ear, it's okay. But for transaction, it's okay. But you should understand, it is not created by you. So your ear, your leg, then your eye, etc. Your strength of the body, my strength, my mind, suppose you say, my mind. And what about you? Your mind is okay. But what about yourself? Your mind means what? My dog means what? I am not the dog. If the dog is my dog, then I am not the dog. Similarly, if it is your mind, then you are not the mind. And if you are not the mind, see, anybody who can do this, that's why the required qualifications I have told. You have to practice your entire life. So keep listening to this as long as you are not rooted in this truth. And even if you are rooted in this truth also, you can continue listening, there is no problem, because entire life, this is the thing that can keep you comfortable. Nothing else, I tell you. So, when all the emotions you know, the knower it cannot be the known. The knower cannot be the known. When I see the donkey, I don't become the donkey. I see because the donkey is different from me. Similarly, all my emotions are different from myself. That means I am different from all the thoughts. So what am I then? Scripture says you are consciousness. Now this consciousness is not limited to your body. That's very important. And this nature of this particular consciousness is infinity. That is it. So here you have to analyze both things. See, you need to remain comfortable. No, nobody wants to remain uncomfortable in life. Everybody wants to remain comfortable. So it's not that your problems are solved by solving the problems of your body and mind. It's not like that. You have to face the external world also, whatever things are happening outside. And while enumerating the qualifications required for this knowledge, I have already said you have to accept the external world the way it unfolds. Scripture says the external world also is the manifest form of the same consciousness. Same consciousness, because root has got to be one. So you have to solve both the things: external world, your own body, mind, and consciousness. So it's not to think that your consciousness is restricted to a given place. That is nonsense. The purpose to analyze these things, I am not the body, not the mind, etc. The purpose is to reduce your affection towards all these things. That's it. Similarly, the external world also you have to understand. External world, sentient and insentient objects. Hmm. They have got their nature. Over a period of time, they will undergo varieties of changes, and some things will remain useful, something may not be remain useful. In some other way, it will undergo varieties of changes. Every external world will go or will undergo varieties of changes as per the system. But external world also is the same consciousness. The root is the same. How do you solve this? So, if you are ready, that's very important. That very big if. If you are ready because of your establishing relationship with the Lord, Lord means what? Who is the governing principle of the entire universe, the creator, sustainer, and the destroyer of the entire universe. That is the Lord. Where is he? No question of where is he. Wherever there is world, there is a system of creation, sustenance, and destruction. You see? So don't imagine any imaginary Lord. Don't believe in any imaginary Lord. Lord is available everywhere in the form of variety of rules and regulations that are there in the creation. All the laws, universal laws that is there, there is the Lord. Governing principles. And that external world also is consciousness. You are consciousness, and from consciousness nothing else can come except consciousness. I'll give an example. Whenever, as I told you, see an elephant. Relationship between the elephant and yourself. What is the relationship? Consciousness alone looks like an elephant, just like the clay alone looks like a pot, the water alone looks like wave. Similarly, consciousness alone looks like elephant in the mind. And the scripture says the entire universe also is the same consciousness looking like all these things. It is consciousness alone. That means what? The elephant doesn't have a separate reality. Its reality depends entirely upon the consciousness. So this takes time. I'll give an example. I used to give this example and I enjoyed giving this. There is a sweet, suppose. There is a sweet. The sweet, suppose, you divide it mentally, not physically. Mentally you divide the sweet into 2 parts, then again 4 parts, then 8 parts, then 16 parts, then 32 parts, then 64 parts. Keep dividing the sweet. Keep dividing the sweets. Then what will happen? A time will come, it will end up in space. What is the question of sweetness? It will end up in space. Keep dividing. And what is the last? That is consciousness. Nothing will exist, you cannot say. Nothing is not the source of everything. It has got to be consciousness. Even if you say nothing, and nothing has got to be consciousness. Existing, the principle of existence should be there. And if you understand this thoroughly, there is no difference between a sweet and a tree and a mountain and anything for that matter, because when you divide keep dividing everything mentally, what you end up in consciousness alone. It is same consciousness appearing like living and non-living thing externally. From the standpoint of use, they are different, that's okay. But for my knowledge, everything is nothing but one consciousness external in the external world. Similarly, this body also is 100% the same consciousness. The mind also is same consciousness. The sense organs are same consciousness. Except consciousness, there is nothing. That's the reality. So when do I understand this? When you don't understand. When you don't understand. So when the wave will be water, my dear, the wave is already water. It need not have to be wave. When I will be consciousness, this is sheer nonsense. You are already consciousness, but you have to discover this. I am consciousness, but I am called Mr. X. I am consciousness, but I am called a doctor or a politician, whatever it is. I am called so and so, but I am Mr. I am consciousness. I am a male, I am a female, but I am consciousness. So this designations, they do not matter much. Whatever may be the designation, the truth remains the same for everything. That's the reason why I revel in this truth throughout my life. I enjoy the external world as it is because it is consciousness alone that manifests in that manner. Similarly, my body also here, in this body also, the same consciousness manifesting in this manner. There's no problem. So when the entire universe, I appreciate as one consciousness, there nothing remains to be unhappy, nothing remains to be afraid of. In fact, whenever there is duality, there will be fear. When there is no question of duality, it is one consciousness alone, there is no question of any fear, no question of any regret in life. So this is the last thing best for you that can be told. Today we are dealing with this topic like this, and the same topic I will be giving the verses that are there in scripture. I will be dealing with the same subject matter and bringing about varieties of social problems, etc., so that we can get out of all these things slowly and get the maximum in our life. Om Purnamata Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Namaha. Hari Om.